us, when we're growing up, we are told not to cause disruption. Today, we are going to talk about the culture of disruption. How do you create disruption in your own life? So, many of us, when we're growing up, we are told not to cause disruption. Today, we are going to talk about the culture of disruption. How do you create disruption in your own life? So welcome to the channel. Welcome. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate it. This is your home. So how do you create a culture of that, something that's going to disrupt you? How can you create a whole different world of where you are to create a different world? It's you doing the unknown. It's you stepping into the world of what you don't know at all. It's you wanting to be better. It's you disrupting your comfort zone. That's you creating a whole different culture. That's you really pushing yourself to be out of your comfort zone. Now, as we all know, life is the biggest disruptor. And I even ask you what you've been through from childhood to now. It's steps along the way that have changed your life, that have changed you, that have disrupted how you were visualizing life to what it is now. Probably it's not where you want it to go, but I tell you this, you have the ability to disrupt it again. Now, with you being deliberate in what you want to do, in focusing on where you want to go and just tend it to where you want to shift it, disrupt it. You are the leader here, you are the ruler of the world. So disrupt it and make it to what you want, because life is going to disturb you and disrupt you anyway. But I want you to focus and look into it like, okay, so what can I do with this situation right on my lap? How can I be better at it? How can I actually make it work for me? Instead of you drowning into this thing, I want you to look at it as if, like, how can I change it? How can I make it better? How can I make it work for me? Because with anything that is disrupting you, there is an opportunity. There is an opportunity in there. But we fail to see that because we sit in the problem and we don't see beyond that. Yeah, so I want you to start to think of how you're going to disrupt your own life. How are you going to be better with it? A disruption, that is a guarantee in life, and it's something that we should be told as kids, that this is something that's going to happen. It's going to disrupt you in your life. But unfortunately, we are not told that. What we are being told is you need to be safe. Don't do this. Don't do that. No, you're not allowed to step into your own greatness in a way, if I may even say. Because sometimes when you are disrupting things and people are not comfortable with that, you are seen as a problematic child. Like you are really always causing havoc, like causing problems all the time. But because sometimes people don't understand that, so you are seen as a problem. And that limits, and those limitations, we hold on to them, and when we get older, we don't step out of them. We don't really take a chance on us. We don't become better from it. We all know what happens when there is a disruption in our lives, right? We all know what that feels like. It's a new disruption. You feel lost. You feel like but what we do is we work so like baby steps, because if you don't know what you want to do, as if you don't know where to go, until you feel safe just to test it enough, as if to see if you can push through that barrier, if you can see if you can push through and go on the other side. It's you really trying but being afraid at the same time. But you gotta sort of put yourself out there and just go for it and just do it. You just have to do it. You don't have a choice, because life is testing you as it is already. But if you can take that deep breath and make yourself really understand as to what is going on, why is this happening? Because what we tend to do sometimes is we walk into something without really paying attention enough, without really knowing what we're doing, or we've been there before, but because we walked blindly into situations, life tests you, life disrupts you until you wake up and say, girl, you have done this before, wake up. So you get a disruption, but because we drown within our own sorrows, we don't see that, and that is us missing out. We miss out on opportunities because we're not willing to open up, we're not willing to do the work, we're not willing to be different from what we know, and that is a problem. That is a big problem. We gotta change that, right? We gotta change it. So this is what we're going to do. From now on, I want you to look at disruption as an idea that is trying to come through. You know, when you've planted a seed, right? It's coming through the earth. Whatever you've planted, that is disruption. It's disrupting you to grow into your potential beautiful flower. And if without the hurt, the pain, you will never see you being this beautiful flower, you or a butterfly for that matter, getting out of your cocoon. You will never see that if you're not tested, if you are not given that thick skin to be able to handle whatever that's going to come your way. You have to be able to grow through some roughness for you to become better, for you to be this amazing, beautiful thing. So don't look at disruption as something that is there to really trouble you. Think of it as how can you grow? How can you be better from it? How can you really step into your greatness? That's how I want you to look at it from now on, okay? Please like this, share it with other people, and subscribe and be part of a community. We are a community of women, single mothers, who are growing together, learning how, figuring out this Forex thing, what it is, and how can you be a part of it. So get people in, let's grow, let's talk about money, let's talk about Forex, let's make it comfortable. Let's make our kids see this thing, how it can change lives for all of us, okay? Share it with others. Disruption, it's there to disturb you, to open your eyes up, to tell you what is not working, right? So what I want you to do is to really take care of it, work with it, and make sure how can you grow from whatever you're going through. How can you grow from it? How can you grow from your pain? Because you are in pain, right? You are in pain. Make it work for you. Make it work in your advantage. How can you grow from that? So when you're going through something, I don't want you to be in a shell, like you are covered up, right? I want you to open yourself up and just see, what is it? What is it that you can do? What is it that you can do from this thing that you're going through? How can you be better? How can you grow from it? I want you to look at it in that way. So on that note, I'll say, go and chase purpose and not money. Chase purpose and not money. And I'll see you soon. Bye.